In this video, we're gonna talk about what's a good job on Uber and what's a bad one. So you know which one to choose and how to decide. I've been doing Uber for over a year now with more than 1,600 jobs completed. And so far, this has been my best strategy to pick the good jobs and avoid the bad ones. Let me know what you guys think about it. Some things that you agree or disagree with, or what works for you. So let's start with this, with the first example. If you were to choose this one, you will be correct. This one is a much better job. I know it pays less, but you always gotta think about what's the next job. What happens after I drop off that one, right? This one is going to Heathrow, therefore is very high chance that you're gonna get a job from there. Unlike the other one. The other one pays more, is a comfort job, but once you get to that area, it's very, like, the chance of you getting a decent job coming back to the city, not so much. So first, let's talk about what to avoid, so you know which jobs not to take. Generally, a bad job is one that is going outside of London. I mean, I'm talking about London because I work in London, so we can't get jobs from outside London. Any job that is going outside of London and it doesn't pay like a decent amount, I wouldn't take it. Second, the jobs that are far away to pick up is pointless. When you're in the city, it's very important that you get a job that is nearby you. You don't want to go far away for pickup. It just doesn't make sense. Sometimes you pick up those jobs, especially on Exec. What happened today many times is giving me some jobs, but they are like 10-15 minutes to pick up. Even though I want to take them, like I had one in this morning. It was coming back to the city. It was a good job for me. I wouldn't mind going that far to pick up, but the customer doesn't wait. Who would wait like 15 minutes for Uber? People just cancel and try and get another one. And yeah, I just don't bother. If it's more than 10 minutes, I wouldn't even go to pick it up unless it's like a really good job. Then I might try, but generally far away pickup, avoid it. Also, small jobs, especially on X, I think they're a complete waste of time. It's just like pointless to do small jobs in the city. I've done it in the past when I was getting to Exec because I had to complete like 1,000 jobs. So I was just doing small jobs, and I've done it like for long enough. And there's not really money to be made just making small jobs in the city. I'm talking about like the smallest jobs, like £4, £5, like £6, those kind of jobs. In the city, it takes time to drop them off. Maybe if you are like outside of London, there's not much traffic, then maybe that's an exception, but generally in the city, small jobs are pointless. Number 3 or 4, I don't know, jobs that are taking too long to drop off. Those as well is pointless. It might pay all right, like for executive, for example. There is jobs that pay like £20 something to go to EC. If it's not busy, I might take it, but if it's busy, it's pointless. Because I'm going to EC for £20, it will take me like 40-45 minutes to get there. Yeah, don't do it. Better get job in the West here. You get paid maybe £5 less, but at least from there you get another job and you get there quicker. This one could be a little bit personal, but I don't like going the other side of the river if it's not a decent job. It's hard to get there, you know, traffic with the bridges and stuff, and I generally don't get the job from there to come back, so I try to avoid that, but you can try. If it's a decent job, then again you can go, but I generally don't go south side of the river. Okay, good job. So what's a good job then? Now that you know which ones to avoid, not to take, let's talk about the good jobs. First, let's cover the airports. The most common one for me is Heathrow. So going to Heathrow, I like it. If I get like Exec or even like a comfort, like £40, or Exec like £55-60, that's a really good job. Like from Chinatown to get to Heathrow is relatively quick. It's like an easy route. It takes you roughly about hour. If it's a little bit busier, maybe hour and 10-15 minutes, but once you get there, you are very likely to get a return job. Even you working only Exec, you can switch like the X or green and you're gonna get a return job, which is good. That's what I did on the day in the life on Exec. I went for £60 and I came back with £30, so £90 within like 2 hours. That's good, yeah. Not going the waiting area, yeah, of course. Try and avoid that if possible. The next airport, probably my second favorite after Heathrow, is Stansted. It pays good from here, even like Exec Job. And depending on the time, from Chinatown is around £55-60, depending on the day again and the time. That's an Exec Job. Exec, did I ever go Exec? I think I got only one Exec Job to Stansted. That was from Heathrow to Stansted. That was paying £125. I remember that. But generally it's hard to get like Stansted Exec Job. Again, hour and 10 minutes depending on the traffic, maybe hour and a half if it's busy time, but it pays all right. And also you could get a return job from there, so it's not that bad. The third one on the list is Gatwick. Gatwick is a bit tricky because it's hard to get to Gatwick from Chinatown. I'm referencing all the jobs from Chinatown, by the way. From here to get to Gatwick, probably the best way is to go through A3. But again, it's like residential roads until you get there. It takes like, it's not a good drive. I don't like driving there, but sometimes I do take it. But again, Exec Job to Gatwick, rare. Yeah, it doesn't really happen that often, but sometimes I do go to Gatwick. The best thing is probably going from Heathrow to Gatwick, but again, Exec, not so much, but other like X, Green, Comfort, yeah, maybe. And from Gatwick, you could get a job there, or you can go in the waiting area, wait a little bit, and then get a job. It's not that bad. The fourth one, Luton. Luton, I don't really like Luton, to be honest. It's not that it's hard to get to, but it's very likely that you're gonna come back empty from Luton. Again, it pays about £50 something, £50-60 maybe to Luton, but when you come back empty, it's, you know, it's pointless. And the last one, the City Airport. City Airport, I don't like it because, I mean, we're saying which ones are good jobs, but I'm covering the airport, so I thought I'd cover all the airports. So City Airport, I don't like it because it doesn't pay as much and it's hard to get to. It takes like hour and 10 minutes something to get to, and it pays about, what, I don't know, £30 something, or maybe 40 maybe on the Exec if you're lucky. But again, not many people even fly there, so yeah, that's for City Airport. As we are talking about the good jobs, most jobs on Exec in West London are generally okay, as long as you don't go, like we said, like far away to pick up. I do them, yeah, because you can get a job to return, let's say from here to Harrods or Paddington, like anywhere in the West, like 1.5-2 mile jobs. It kind of keeps you in the loop. You go, you come back, yeah, it's all right. Those kind of jobs, they're good. Or a good one is Exec Job that goes like far away. For me, it doesn't really matter if it goes like far away, over 50 or 60 miles, 70 miles, Exec Job. I don't really care. I'm just going. I don't mind coming back empty, or maybe just do one job for the day. It all depends. The best job that I had from Exec, this was, I think it was 75 miles that I went, and it was paying £230. Imagine, I work like pretty much whole day. I work whole day for £240-50, and I got that from a single job. And that was like, I've already done £200 that day, and then I'm getting that job, £230. And I was like, yeah, it can't get any better than that. Or sometimes even comfort jobs. Sometimes comfort jobs are good as well, depending on, you know, Uber is tricky sometimes. You need to look at the miles if it's far away job. On a 100-mile job, if it's paying around like 110, 15, that's an X price, like £1 per mile, a little bit over. Don't bother going there unless you really need money, or I don't know, you didn't have a good day, you just want to get out of the city. If it pays nearly double, sometimes it does that on comfort. I don't know, you just gotta look the miles and how much it pays. If it's double, I'd say yeah, it's good. And lastly, a good job is the one that takes you home. Obviously, you like finishing your shift. For me, let's say around 4 o'clock, I want to go home. It could be a comfort job, £40, £50. Yeah, just take it. That's the best thing.